Hi, everybody. Welcome to the StartupOS Partner Webinar Series. Today is February 28, 2024, and we're excited to have all of you here with us. StartupOS is where we accelerate the growth of emerging businesses with cutting-edge AI tools, expert guidance, and a robust network of mentors, investors, and partners. And the StartupOS Partner Webinar Series, like the one we're here all gathered for here today, offer a unique showcase spotlighting our partners' innovative solutions that provide significant value and growth opportunities to our startup community. It's an invaluable opportunity to discover groundbreaking ideas that you will hear about today, enabling your business to harness new technologies and strategies for enhanced success. My name is Bita Mwanian. I'm the head of marketing here at StartupOS. I'm joined by my colleague, Jeff Wagner, who's the chief platform officer, who's gonna tell you a little bit more about today's webinar and why we're all here. Go ahead, Jeff.
Great, thank you, Bita. I would like to thank you all for joining us today. As we continue to grow our StartupOS ecosystem, we are bringing together the best partners to support all founders at all stages of their journey. As Bita mentioned, our partners bring best practices, knowledge, solutions, and services to founders. If you haven't already, please check out our partner marketplace, which is accessible from within our platform. Our partners also have special offers and discount codes for all StartupOS members. So be sure to check that out today. Today, one of our newest partners, Revscale, will be showcasing their innovative-driven platform, which streamlines fundraising. So we're excited to jump into that. I would like to thank the Revscale team for joining us in our mission to help all startups. I will now turn it over to Gabby and KJ. Looking forward to seeing this. Pretty exciting.
Everyone, before we have Gabby kick this off, don't forget to use the chat box to submit your questions. We will have a Q&A session at the end. Thank you so much. Gabby, screen is all yours.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jeff and Bita. It's very exciting to be here and be able to share a little bit about what Revscale does and how we are really able to help people in this fundraising position and startups. So I will just hop right into it. Well, I guess I'll explain a little bit more that I'm a customer success manager here at Revscale. And we do have some really, really exciting things to share with you. I will first go through a little bit about the product, introducing Revscale, what we do, and then I will hand it off to KJ for his introduction, and then he will go into showing you our product in action, use cases, and then we'll hop into a Q&A, so don't forget to submit your questions in the chat box. So I will go ahead and share my screen and get started. Okay, awesome. So, like we had mentioned, our company name is Revscale, and we are essentially, well, let me actually make it applicable to the people that we have here today. In today's rapidly evolving startup ecosystem, securing fundraising efficiently is more crucial than ever. So entrepreneurs and founders are constantly seeking innovative solutions to streamline the fundraising process, reduce time spent on manual tasks, and focus more on their core business. Revscale Raise emerges as a groundbreaking platform designed to revolutionize how startups approach fundraising by integrating advanced AI, predictive analytics, and intent data. So this webinar, of course, is tailored for tech startups and teams aiming to leverage next generation technologies to accelerate their fundraising efforts. So at Revscale, we are transforming business processes across sales, fundraising, and recruitment with our 3 product tracks. Today, I want to show you how our product track, Revscale Raise, is really fit for the people in a startup phase or fundraising phase and how we're able to assist in these processes. Revscale's main products are built off of a powerful neural data engine, augmented with AI and constantly improved by machine learning. With Revscale Raise, we are a pioneering force in the realm of B2B engagement and enhancement, delivering a robust collection of CRM tools enriched with predictive analytics that are nuanced by a truly deep understanding of human psychology. Our platform is expertly designed for businesses that prioritize actionable data on investor intent. It uses this data to help create meaningful connections with potential investors by integrating sophisticated AI-powered engagement strategies with intent-based marketing. Here at Revscale, we offer a granular view of the investor journey and enabling a more informed and strategic approach to fundraising operations. There are, of course, a few key features that I want to touch on here with you. The first being automated investor engagement. So Revscale Raise simplifies the challenging process of connecting with potential investors. Our platform not only identifies active investors, but it also utilizes predictive analytics to match your startup with the most compatible investors. And that's going to be based on their historical investment patterns and your startup's unique profile. This approach saves you time and effectively streamlines your fundraising efforts. Additionally, our systems offer strategies for automating repetitive tasks such as initial outreach, follow-ups, which is really going to allow you to focus on building relationships and your business. The second feature I want to highlight is AI-driven communication. We ensure that all communication with investors is not only consistent and professional, but also personalized. Our AI leverages deep learning to understand and adapt to each investor's preferences. The third is going to be data-driven progression, because our approach uses lead data intelligently to advance interactions with your investors. This ensures that every engagement is contextually relevant and impactful. The last feature I want to highlight is going to be a responsive campaign adaptation. The AI system with Revscale Raise learns from each investor's interactions, and this continuous learning process refines and personalizes subsequent outreach, enhancing the effectiveness of your investor relations. With Revscale Raise, we've empowered founders from initial seed rounds to Series A and B financing, and our clients have secured crucial meetings and capital, allowing them to concentrate on product development while we handle investor outreach. Venture capitalists have also benefited from Revscale Raise, using our platform to efficiently raise funds for their next investment round, streamlining their fundraising processes significantly. Lastly, unlike traditional platforms, Revscale provides a done-for-you service that's both easy to use and incredibly effective. And our focus on predictive analytics and data-driven strategies ensures that your interactions with your investors are always ahead of the curve. Now I'm going to pass it over to KJ so that he can kind of put all of that information that I shared with you into better context and more of a use case for everybody here. So KJ, take it away.
Thanks, Gabby. Hey guys, I'm KJ. As Gabby just mentioned, it's a pleasure to meet you all, and thank you for joining us. As Gabby mentioned, I'm actually the startup program manager here at Revscale. My experience has been in the startup ecosystem for about 7 years now. Mentored in a couple different startup accelerators. I'm sure y'all are familiar with Techstars as well as Founders Institute. Joined the Revscale team, and I have a focus primarily with the startup ecosystem and how the Revscale Raise product helps the founders that we work with basically automate their fundraising process. So I'm going to jump in actually to a contextual use case of a founder that we actually are working with recently and give you guys kind of a flow or get you a sense of feel for what Gabby was speaking about on the deck, but in a actual real life contextual use case. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here. Okay, awesome. Can you guys see that? Good to go? Okay, awesome. Cool. So when you guys come on, this is going to be your general dashboard that you'll see. It has a lot of different analytics, and basically, long story short, is the AI is doing a lot of these micro actions that on a normal basis to build up your profile or to get the feedback or connect with people, you would have to do manually. The AI is actually processing all of this at any given point in time. Mainly what I try to get our founders to focus on is the results of this, which when I hop into the inbox here, this use case that I'm showing you, this is a founder that's actually been using the software for only about not even 3 months. I think it's been 2.5 months. And he's already received 41 replies from interested investors that are interested in his startup and his investment round. There's a lot of data collection that happens in the beginning process. I want to emphasize the point that it is done for you. So you don't have to worry about outside of giving us initial information. A lot of the going in here and like changing the settings of your campaign or anything like that, you don't need to worry about. What I do want to show you is the ability for the founder to be able to manage relationships from this platform. If I go in here, I'm just going to go and click positive sentiment. You're able to mark the conversations that have been positive just based on how the communication goes with the founder or with the investor. I want to show you the positive ones because I want to show you how it goes if people are actually interested in investing in your company or even having just a conversation and providing feedback. So I'm going to let this one load. Basically, what ends up happening, you have a conversation. Now, this outreach is actually generated by our AI. And as Gabby mentioned, it's going out and actually making these connections for you. So once we set it, it's kind of I like the term, buy back your time. You're not having to worry about actually going in here and doing anything other than checking your inbox once you get a notification that someone has responded favorably to your messaging. So in this instance, you can kind of see here, this is an initial outreach message that was sent. As Gabby says, we work directly with the AI, but also with you to make sure that it sounds genuine and human. This one sent this message to him from this founder. One thing I want to emphasize here is actually the outreach is the follow-up is actually automated as well. So if they don't respond to the first message in the first couple of days, that's okay. We're going to send another one. So this one sent 2 messages and then he got a response. It says, "Hi, Ryan, you can set up a 60-minute call with me here," drops his Calendly link. So this is like the main point of this. As a founder, you probably are juggling, 20 different plates at any given time. And how Gabby kind of mentioned is like, we want to be your partner in allowing you to basically buy back your time. So allowing you to not have to focus on outreach or trying to make connections with people at any given point. It's like, if you get on the software, you're able to do that. I could show you another contextual use case that'll be a good fit. This is another one that went positively. This guy, his name is Johnny. He responded right away, connected with them. And this guy responded, and then he was like, "Hey, shoot me an email address." So what you're seeing here is just an inbox full of people that you did not know before you actually started using the software. But what the software does is it's going and actually making these connections based on the different buyer signals that Gabby actually mentioned. And now you have an inbox full of investors that are willing to talk to you, and it just makes your job a lot easier. Now you can really focus on like, okay, here's the feedback that I'm receiving. Do I need to like make some tweaks to my pitch? Or maybe there's something in my deck that it's not really the investors aren't understanding. Maybe I need to go get some feedback on that. The one thing that we want to allow you to do is make sure that you're getting these connections at scale and actually making these introductions. And I know for a lot of folks, especially in the early stages, that's the hardest part. Most founders, when they start, the reason you would join an awesome community like StartupOS is like, okay, you got connections and resources. So we want to continue to make sure that we're a partner that allows you to gain more access to the relevant people at the relevant time. A couple other things that you can do that I can just kind of show quickly, showing you the positive ones because those are obviously the ones that you're going to move forward to the next step, whatever that is in your fundraising process and funnel. But with any reason, if the conversation doesn't go well, say they're not interested, that's totally fine. You can actually mark them. And this is kind of the relationship management piece that's really cool about this software. Is if they're interested, you can label it as interested, not interested, follow up later, or not a fit. This actually allows you to manage the relationships directly from the platform, and you don't have to manage them, from your LinkedIn inbox or from any other platform. It's directly here on your dashboard, which is super nice because then it will organize these on the left. And when you come in and log in every day, you can see, okay, these are people that I need to talk to today, people I need to talk to next week, maybe people I follow up with 3 weeks from now. When you actually hit this thing here, say you were to raise investment, like say this founder was to raise investment from Johnny, he would do deal close. Amazing thing with like that is you're actually training the AI based on the sentiment that you're receiving. So the AI is taking that learnings and it's going to go out there and actually connect with more relevant parties that may be similar to Johnny. That way, when you're getting more feedback in your inbox, it's people that are more likely to be a fit for you and not so much people that won't likely to be a fit. Because like I said, the whole main goal of this is one, ease of use, but more importantly is like to buy back your time. Some of the other features as well is like you can archive conversations that they're not going well. The sentiment analysis is great. And then obviously marking the parties if they're interested or not. The team is like super responsive. So if for whatever reason you're like receiving feedback and you're like, hey, my campaign, maybe I need to tweak it for whatever reason, you can always shoot us a note. Every platform or like every instance comes with a little intercom chat bot here in the bottom. You can speak directly to the chat bot and have a conversation and be able to talk with our team directly to make any changes to your campaign as well. This is an amazing product, and obviously I could sit and talk all day about it, but I'm going to cut it short. Hopefully that gave you guys kind of more of a contextual use case of exactly how it works based on what Gabby said. And then I think we're going to go into a quick Q&A session. So I'll pass the mic back over to Beta.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. Oh, KJ, I just wanted to highlight one more thing on that page. If you could pull it back up for me.
Absolutely.
As KJ said, it's a really exciting product, and it's something I did want to mention. These gray boxes that you see right here that says a profile joined the campaign, they like to post, they were invited. These are all engagements that the AI is doing on your behalf, which is by far one of my favorite things about the product. While you're sleeping, while you're working on your company, while you're doing other things that are important, it's liking posts on the investors page and viewing their profile and engaging with them in a way that would take you so much time to do. But for the AI, it's just a quick view their profile, like their post. And I've seen so many instances where a customer or an investor reaches out to our user first and says, hey, I saw you liked my post, let's be connected, or something like this. And it's super exciting for us to, or for you to be able to have stuff working on the back end that when you sit down at the end of the day, you have 4 or 5 messages already ready for you to answer, just because of things that we're working on the back end that you don't even have to worry about. Additionally, as KJ said, we are extremely hands-on. When you join the family, you would be working closely with myself, with KJ, with other customer success managers, because we don't want you to have the product and then think that maybe it's a little bit overwhelming or you don't understand everything that's going on. We are always monitoring your campaigns, and we'll reach out to you, highlighting things and helping you with best practices so that you can really get the most and optimize the product as best you can. So just wanted to note that as well before we hand it off to the Q&A. I'm excited to hear from you guys.
Yeah, Gabby, that was a really good point. I always say it's little micro actions. What Revscale does is the micro actions that allow you to get in front of the right opportunities. And if you get in front of the right opportunities at scale, it's kind of Plato's law. Like the more opportunities you get, the more likely you're going to get the result that you want. And what this does is it allows you to get those opportunities at scale by doing the little micro actions that add up to bigger or larger events. So that was a really good point. One of my favorite pieces of the software as well. But yeah, I think we can go into the Q&A piece.
Wonderful. That was very insightful. Thank you both so much. We have a question here. What is the setup implementation process with a new customer?
Gabby, you want to take that one?
Yeah, so I would kind of take this as maybe the onboarding process, if that's what you're asking. So essentially what would happen is as soon as you sign up with us, which I do also want to mention, I'll go ahead and share my screen quickly, that we do have a really great offer for you guys a part of the StartupOS community. And I will share my screen in just a second here so that KJ, if you could, perfect, thank you. Awesome. Okay, so essentially when you sign up with us, you would first fill out a questionnaire or a QA that has a series of questions that really helps us get to know you, get to know your business, and get to know exactly who you want to reach out to, the investors that you're looking for. And they're very detailed questions so that we can really understand how to best fit the product to your needs. And then after that, you'll go ahead and schedule an onboarding call. And then a customer success manager, whether it be myself, KJ, we have a few others on the team as well, will hop on a call with you and show you how to use the portal itself. And then we will also share the messaging templates with you. So the AI will create your initial messaging templates, and then we'll share the document with you so that you can go in and change words here and there so that it really sounds like it's coming from you. And any message that you want to get across. And then from then on, it really is a white glove service experience, because as soon as you finish editing the messaging, that's when myself and the customer success team goes in there, we apply the templates that you had approved, and we go ahead and create your first campaign. There is a learning period when it comes to the AI truly understanding what you're looking for, and that is where the sentiment analysis and the labels really come into play, because the longer you have the product, the better it is for you. And that's not to say that when you first start, it's not going to be spot on. It's just Kevin and I. Kevin is the director of customer success at Revscale. We go in and we really help the AI create the first campaign so that it's not reaching out to anybody that is so far-fetched. And we launch your first campaign for you. We'll let you know as soon as that's launched. And then on your end, you really just wait for the messages and the engagement to start coming in. And that's when you're able to really step in and take advantage of the product.
Wonderful. Thank you for that detailed answer. Next question is, are the investors known to Revscale, or are you integrated with LinkedIn and these investors are random? So that's the next question.
That is a great question. So these investors are not technically or specifically known to Revscale. The AI will use an integration with LinkedIn. Of course, we're actually going to integrate with your LinkedIn to be able to connect with different individuals and whatnot. But I will say they're not investors that are necessarily known to LinkedIn. The AI will actually collect data on the back end. So not only does it see that on their LinkedIn, they say that they're an investor and maybe they're looking to invest at the moment, but it's also able to collect data in terms of what the investor may be Googling online if they're looking for a specific business to invest in. So they're not investors that we technically know. It's just data that the AI can find out there on the web that allows us to know this is the right time to reach out to this specific person.
Great. Thank you so much. Okay, I think you guys were so thorough with your presentation. We don't have any more questions at the moment, but everybody, you have the Gabby and KJ's contact info, and obviously you can find them through the StartupOS platform as well, in case you have any follow-up questions for them. Jeff, did you have any closing remarks you wanted to share?
No, I just like to thank Gabby and KJ. Great presentation. Very exciting product. Yeah, so be sure to use the coupon code that Gabby just gave you, and be sure to check out our entire partner marketplace. So thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of the day. See you soon.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Have a great one.